Semifinal number 2 is ready to go, as are we. And the opening tip controlled by Colorado. McElwain goes back to it, and here is Tabitha Benson.
And in true West Virginia fashion, they pick up in a full court press as soon as the ball is tipped.
Jay Masigayo looks inside, good size inside, and Anael Duta gets her first points, a senior from France. Starting 5 for West Virginia features Gia Cook, who is the 12th leading scorer in the Big 12. Honorable mention all-conference selection. Harrison, first team all Big 12, including the Defensive Player of the Year award. And Mimi Wheeler, honorable mention all-conference as well. She's got the basketball 22 with the handoff to Sydney Shaw. 2 strong bets in the rebound for Colorado.
And West Virginia is going to mix up their defense. They can go 2-3. They can go player to player. They can go full court press, man to man. They can go full court in terms of a 2-3 zone, constantly making you think in the half court and full court in terms of your press breakers. McElwain
gets the handoff. Back out for Ziona Walker. Walker working with the Masigayo screen. Pulls up, little short. Tipped around and controlled by Carter McRae. Harrison's got great speed. Throws it back out to Mimi Wheeler.
Jordan Harrison is a catalyst both offensively and defensively for the Mountaineers. When she scores, this team really gets going.
McRae puts it in, and West Virginia is on the board. Here's the pressure and the starting 5 for Colorado, and a foul at midcourt called on Sydney Shaw. McElwain, Masigayo, Duta, Benson, and Walker. And again, Wooten coming off the bench, leading scorer.
When we spoke to both coaches, they talked about the need to take care of the ball. Both teams, tremendous defenses, but they both have had issues taking care of the basketball when they've been on offense this season.
Good feed inside McElwain, but Masigayo couldn't get it to drop. Wheeler comes away with it, and she's got the handle. Shaw returns the Wheeler. Walker, excellent defensive player for Colorado. All defensive team selection in the Big 12. And a foul's going to be called on Masigayo fighting for the rebound, as McRae doing some good work in the opening minutes here today.
This has always been a defensive-minded team in West Virginia, but I think the addition of Kiara Wheeler, number 22, and number 1, Carter McRae, has really elevated this program this season, because now they have the inside game to really attack opponents with.
McRae was with Wisconsin a season ago. She can't get that one to drop. Wheeler, Norfolk State the last 3 seasons. MEAC tourney most outstanding player twice in her time with Norfolk State, so she's had some great champ week moments in her career before getting to Morgantown.
Both these teams will run a lot of sets in the half court. Both teams going over those sets today. Who can execute?
Walker can't get it to drop. Harrison's got the rebound. She's always looking to run. McRae turns around, comes up short against Masigayo. Duta the rebound to McElwain. Masigayo tried to dish it down to Duta, I believe. And it's going to be a foul called on Colorado.
Well, Colorado likes to isolate Masigayo and let her get downhill. Great rotation there by Jordan Harrison to draw the second foul on Masigayo.
Masigayo, 1 of 3 going to the bench right now. And here is Desiree Wooten coming on. Team high 21 points in the win against Baylor yesterday, was 8 of 16 from the field. As I mentioned, 3 straight wins against AP top 25 teams. Baylor last night, Texas Tech, and TCU for Colorado in the regular season. Harrison hits for West Virginia. 5-2 lead for the Mountaineers in the opening minutes. Winner to take on TCU tomorrow.
In the earlier meeting between West Virginia and Colorado, Colorado was able to break the pressure pretty consistently and get some runouts. I asked JR about that, J.R. Payne, that is, about that. And she said, we do not want to run with them. We have to control the pace against the Mountaineers.
February 4th was that game in Boulder. West Virginia won it 61-55. Colorado really struggled from the field in the second half, 7 of 28. And to your point, what J.R. Payne said, we didn't take care of ourselves in that game. Today they want to stay connected. They want to communicate because they didn't do that well in the first game. Off the miss, rebound for Sydney Shaw. Harrison weaving through traffic. Shaw on the pull-up, won't drop. Picked up by Duta. Logan Greer, talented freshman on the floor for the first time for Colorado. 6'4", handoff to Walker, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Sydney Shaw.
That was just a great from the horn set, a little give and go with Zy Walker getting downhill.
All right, it's 2 on Shaw. That's a big call right there because Shaw has been so good from outside the three-point line.
Well, Shaw being the most consistent three-point shooter for West Virginia this season can spread it out and allow the post to go to work down low.
And making three-point shots consistently has been a big part for West Virginia to take their game to another level over these last several weeks, right?
Absolutely. I can't say this enough. When we used to watch West Virginia the last 2 years, it was so much about they needed to turn you over and get the layups off those miscues. This team can beat you with their offense this season, but Shaw's a big reason, or a big part of that.
So she's on the bench with 2 fouls, had a team-high 19 points in the win against Arizona State yesterday, hit 5 threes. 67-54 was the final. That was a battle against Arizona State. Excellent team. Hoping to hear their name called on Selection Sunday. Mimi Wheeler spins it in for 2.
That is just staying with it by Mimi Wheeler. 3 offensive rebounds already in this game for West Virginia. Excuse me, 4.
Wooten. Gia Cook with the defensive assignment, and Wooten saw an opening, couldn't hit it. McCray kept it alive, and here's Harrison. Harrison's going to take it right at Walker, put it in for 2. Jordan Harrison has no fear. She may be the shortest player on the floor, but she plays big, and you cannot catch her once she hits top speed.
Well, shot selection is also important for Colorado. If you take bad shots, that might as well be a turnover because that allows West Virginia to get out and run.
Utah tried to keep it alive, and I think a foul's going to be called here on West Virginia. Looks like West Virginia had possession, but a foul called. So that will go against the Mountaineers, who have a 5-point lead early.
Well, Eric, there's Quick, and then there's Jordan Harrison, who is just explosive in the open floor, blows right by the defense for the 2. Gia Cook and Sydney Shaw, because they believe that if they can do that, they've got a great chance to win here this afternoon.
Cook on the bench with 2 fouls, so give them a check mark for that. Shaw 0 for 1 from the field so far. Should I get my players confused? 2 fouls on Shaw, right?
Yes.
You know you have the green light to always correct me when I'm wrong, because it happens.
Well, I had the green light in college, but it's never turned off.
That's why I said you got it's bright green light, the shooter. So 2 fouls on Shaw, so she's sitting. Sydney Woodley on the floor, number 2. Wheeler back defensively to slow down Walker.
When your post player can be the one to stop transition of an opposing team, you know you have a really good defense.
Drive to the basket is good. Desiree Wooten getting her first 2. Harrison won't drop. Rebound for Walker. Spinning away. And now Duta. Jade Crook, freshman from Albany, Australia, into the game. Oh, nice adjustment on the drive by Duta. URI the last 3 seasons, A-10 all-defensive team last season. J.R. Payne was talking about the fact that some of the players that they brought in were high-quality defensive players on all defensive teams in their conferences before coming to Colorado. Those players have fit right in with what they want to do in Boulder.
Well, and this came about because I asked her, your team seems to take great pride in shutting down some of the stars in this league. And that's when she started talking about those 3 transfers, and just they pride themselves on being dialed in defensively.
They may have to make some adjustments to come up with a plan to stop Jordan Harrison, who's setting the pace for West Virginia. 7 points for Harrison, averaging 13 points a game. That's 3rd on the team.
Well, and this is just a great sign for West Virginia, because in the last 5 games, if Jordan Harrison has struggled, the other guards have struggled because the offense gets stagnant. Great start.
Ripped away by Harrison, weaving through traffic, looks away, takes it to the hoop, finishes with the left. Here's Wooten for Walker. Inside, good adjustment by Desiree Wooten.
Well, since the media timeout, there have been 8 points for Colorado, all at the rim. They're cutting well without the ball, but they're also doing a good job of getting downhill and finishing.
Little too strong. The rebound for Duta. And here's Walker inside a minute to play in the first quarter. The winner to get TCU in the championship game tomorrow here in Kansas City. Harrison getting on the floor and tying up Wooten. And that will give the ball to West Virginia.
Well, I talked about how Colorado's getting to the rim. Backdoor cut. Wooten, the tremendous body control to avoid getting that charge. And then here goes Speedy. Jordan Harrison around the transition defense to kiss it off that glass.
With that speed, she can get to the basket. 69% from the field over the last 4 games for Jordan Harrison. Cecilia Riviere, number 37 on the floor for West Virginia.
She does a great job of passing the ball around and setting her teammates up.
Harrison, and a foul's going to be called on Riviere.
And trying to get her teammates open.
So Celia Riviere picks up her first. Plays on average 13 minutes a game, and here's that West Virginia pressure in the backcourt.
And so there was a different press breaker that Colorado's trying today. Again, if you want to break zone pressure, you want to try to get the ball to the middle of the floor. Colorado handling it well.
Speaking of handles, Wooten shows the handle but can't drop it. And the rebound for Riley McAlusky. Heave at the horn off the top of the backboard, and that will do it for the first quarter. 1 point lead for the number 2 seed after 1 here. The Pac-12 for 13 seasons, of course. Their last title game appearance, 1997, when they won the Big 12 title, their 5th Big 12/Big 8 title. Here's Harrison for West Virginia. Mountaineers in their 7th semifinal appearance in their 13th Big 12 season. Too strong, and a rebound for Anna Gooden. Walker. Mackerlane, Gooden. Inside, nowhere for Walker to go. Mackerlane, 7 on the shot clock. Got to launch it from deep near the logo, and Wheeler's got the rebound.
Wheeler's doing a lot of good things right now. She doubled a moment ago to make sure that Walker couldn't get the shot off. She's been great on the glass.
Wheeler played all 10 minutes in the first quarter. Now trying to work on Betson. Couldn't get it to drop. Flipped up ahead to Walker. Betson. Walker on the cut. Foul on Harrison.
West Virginia foul number 10. That's her first team foul of the quarter.
This is just a tremendous give and go. Walker feeds it in. Betson finds her on the cut. Just like I talked about Harrison being the catalyst for the offense for West Virginia, it is Wooten and Walker. When their offense is going for Colorado, the entire offense gets going.
Zai Walker, the junior from Wichita, played at K-State the last 2 years. Big 12 all-defensive team last year, all-defensive team this year in their first season with Colorado. Put up good numbers against Baylor, 19 points, 4 rebounds, couple of assists. Ball on the floor, that's all Colorado players sliding around trying to control it.
Colorado right now just doing a really good job of executing the plays that are being called in from the bench. The ball's not sticking, it's moving.
Rebound for Wheeler off the miss by Greer. Harrison trying to sneak it up there, couldn't. And Riviere knocked it out of play. Colorado basketball. Here comes Sidney Shaw, picked up those 2 early fouls. Averaging 12 points a game, has made 83 three-pointers. That's second most in the Big 12. Greer for Walker. Walker gets it back. Surveying the West Virginia defense. 8 on the shot clock. Benson will pull from deep. Can't get it. And Riviere's got the rebound. Looks for Harrison. Harrison looks for Shaw, trying to get her going here. Shaw uses the Riviere screen and gets her first points.
You mentioned the three-point shooting of Shaw this season. That's just the 51st made 2-point shot for the veteran.
Walker gets it across half court. Here's Gia Cook on defense out top on Gooden. Back for Walker. Shot clock once again winding down for Colorado. Greer has to throw one up and gets it to drop. Freshman from Lansdowne, Pennsylvania, all Big 12 freshman team selection, averaging just under 10 points a game. Gets her first of the semifinal round as Harrison is fouled. Desiree Wooten will come back on for Colorado as Gooden will sit down. Gooden picks up her first personal. Jade Crook coming back in as well as Greer takes a seat.
Eric, when they matched up earlier this year, West Virginia executed extremely well on baseline out of bounds and got 6 points. Why is that so important? That was the difference in the ball game, were those 6 points.
Dutop tips it over to Wooten. Harrison, the defensive assignment on Wooten. That's a good matchup to watch. That's tipped away by West Virginia. Colorado basketball, 17 to shoot. Just 2 points for each team so far here in this second quarter. J.R. Payne's team giving up on average 61 points a game on the season, 6th best in the Big 12. Held Baylor to 31% shooting, 14% from outside the three-point line. Right now trying to find something offensively to go along with those good defensive numbers, and they find it from Walker.
I love right now that Colorado's being patient. They're not forcing shots, they're executing, and what they're doing is against this high-pressure defense of West Virginia, they're using it against the Mountaineers in a lot of backdoor cuts.
Three-pointer is missed by McAlusky. Three-point shot, as Christy mentioned before, has been a big part of West Virginia's success lately. They're struggling to find the range right now. 1 for 6 beyond the arc in the first half. Harrison got hands in there, gets on the floor, ties it up. Possession arrow will give it to West Virginia.
When you think you have the advantage on Jordan Harrison, she will flip it on you because of her speed. She cuts angles so well, quick hands, quick feet.
Logan Greer checks back in for
Second steal for Jordan Harrison. That gives her 99 now on the season. Came into the game 10th in Division I in that category. I'll do the quick math. This is game number 32 for West Virginia. So she gets a bunch a game. There's a slip, but a foul is called on Wooten.
number 3, Desiree Wooten, her first personal, second team
First on Desiree Wooten. Second on the team, 5:23 to go in the second quarter.
Well, Eric, something to keep watch of is because both these teams are struggling to create good shots in the half-court offense. Who defensively can keep the opponent from getting to the free throw line this game?
Sent back to Riviere. Swing it to the corner. Wild shot by Cook, but she draws the contact, and she'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Dutas picks up her first personal. And Gia Cook will step to the free throw line.
And I would definitely, you do not want to foul West Virginia. It's twofold. Don't give them the freebies at the free throw line, but you don't want to allow them the opportunities to then set up into that full court pressure.
First free throw attempt of the game for a West Virginia player comes from the junior from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, who began her career at Maryland as a freshman. Houston after that. 12 points a game, 2 assists a game with the Cougars. Cook, number 1 scorer for this team at 15 points a game, had 16 in the Arizona State win. West Virginia on top by 1 after a couple of makes at the line by Cook.
Once again, great job by Colorado to handle the full court pressure of West Virginia. But there's 16 seconds on the shot clock, and they're just now getting into their half-court offense.
Wooten, 5 on the shot clock. That's usually Wooten time. See if she can create with 1. Has to launch from deep. And it goes over the top of the backboard. And it will be West Virginia ball when we come back to Kansas City. Defensive battle here. A spot in the championship game on the line. Will it take a championship for West Virginia to crack into that top 16 for Mark Kellogg?
And let me put my high-level analysis hat on. There is no championship without 1 win. But to Charlie's point, he believes they need to win the Big 12 tournament championship to get that top 4 seed.
Even with a win today against Colorado, 22 wins on the season. They were 11-7 in the Big 12. So they're right on the edge. That'll be one of the interesting subplots of Selection Sunday coming up in 8 days. And we'll find out a week from today the 16 teams that are hosting in the first 2 rounds, because the NCAA's final reveal will be in alphabetical order, the teams in the top 16. So you'll know the day before Selection Sunday who's hosting rounds 1 and 2.
Well, I think the second part of all this NCAA selection discussion and seeding is Colorado. Charlie Cream has them in the field right now. A win today, and I think the bus will sleep really well next week knowing that they will be in the big dance.
Here's Wooten with 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer on the way. Off the mark and picked up by Cook. Here's Shaw. Cut off on the drive. Woodley off the window too strong, and Betson's got the rebound.
The 3 ball is not a big part of Colorado's game. Only average 4 makes a game. I think they need to be really selective when they're pulling those 3s, because long misses will allow West Virginia to get out and run in transition. And I think the margin of error right now is so slim because both defenses are playing extremely well to this point in this game.
Wooten too strong. Woodley slow to get up, limping a little bit as she tries to continue to play defense. That's off the mark. Colorado did hit 5 threes against Baylor, but to your point, that's above their season average. That's tipped to the hands of Greer. Just 8 total points here in this second quarter between these 2 stout defensive teams. Nothing has come easy. Walker can't hit, and that one goes over the backboard with 2:31 to go in the second quarter. Plenty of substitutions because we had an extended run without a whistle there for both teams. Harrison back on the floor for West Virginia. Now, it's interesting, you know, I just want to go back to your point about Colorado in the NCAA tournament. It just feels like, you know, they're one of the last 4 byes right now. To me, whatever happens today should not drop them out of the field at all. You're taking out West Virginia, one of the better teams in the country. If you don't recognize that West Virginia is one of the best teams in the country, that's a you problem. That's not a West Virginia problem. They've won 8 of 9, 25-6.
And their one loss at TCU. I am 100%. I've said this for the last month and a half. I do not think West Virginia has gotten the national exposure that they deserve. This is a team that can beat you with their offense really hard today against a really good defensive team in Colorado, but they can also beat you with your defense. But I will say for Colorado, as a coach who has been on that bubble, you do not sleep well in this bye week as you wait for the selection show. You want to take matters into your own hands and keep winning.
.153 to go before halftime. Greer. Walker picked up by McErlane. Wooten. West Virginia just makes it so hard on you. Knocked out of bounds by Colorado. Harrison's going to help up Wooten after the turnover.
I think there's also respect amongst the players because style of defense might be a little bit different, but the goal is still the same. Disrupt, throw you off your rhythm, make things really difficult on the offensive end.
5 turnovers for Colorado, just 1 for West Virginia, but they can't make a shot. They finally get an open look, and Wheeler can't get that to drop. And Colorado's got it again. Mountaineers 1 of 11 from the field here in quarter 2. Walker trying to work on Harrison. Wooten wants things cleared out as she goes to work against Cook. Wooten leaning in, getting the contact and a trip to the free throw line.
There is so much pride on display by these players to lock down one-on-one. Gigi Cook just so upset that a foul was just called on her.
Desiree Wooten at the line, shooting 2.
Desiree takes a breath, the junior from Dallas who played at North Texas the last 2 years. Went for 25 against BYU in the regular season finale. Desiree apparently likes degree of difficulty. Looked more like a 16 or 17-foot free throw attempt than a 15. Whatever makes you comfortable.
Why do the ordinary when you can be extraordinary?
Harrison puts on the brakes. Tried to feed it inside, but a kick is called. 20 on the shot clock, 43.5 on the game clock.
Jordan Harrison has been kept in check after those early 9 points that she's had.
McCray fighting for it. 3-pointer on the way. No. Walker with the rebound. I'm getting credit to good defense.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Absolutely.
But when open shots present themselves, you have to make that because everything is so hard to come by in this game.
But I think that's adding to the pressure on some of these releases because it's been so hard.
Here's Benson. And that's going to be a foul called on Benson.
I think they got her as she was passing on the pivot in terms of an illegal screen.
Harrison launches, can't get it to go. So a combined 34 points in the first half. Adjustments for each of these two teams as they head to the second half.
I think for Colorado, I think we're going to continue to see some of the backdoor cuts, the extra pass to try to take advantage of the high pressure of West Virginia. I think for West Virginia, I pound the ball inside, get in the paint, use your two bigs, and take advantage of that low post presence.
Here is Harrison. West Virginia with the first possession of the second half. As we talked about in the first half, three-point shooting has been a big part of the second half of the season's success for the Mountaineers, and Colorado's done a really nice job closing out on the three-point line. Talked about that with their game yesterday against Baylor. Baylor shot 14% from outside the arc.
Well, already first play of this half for West Virginia, set play that Colorado went over and they blew it up, so nothing easy for West Virginia right now.
Shot clock winding down. Creative from Jordan Harrison to scoop it up. She's in the double figures with 11. That's the first field goal made by either team since 6:08 to go in the second quarter. And that's going to be turnover number 7 for Colorado. It took them too long to get it across half court.
But J.R. Payne telling us today, I'd rather them throw the ball out of bounds to get a live ball turnover. It's just that hesitancy by Colorado, and the ball's going east to west instead of up the floor. Way too slow for Colorado.
Harrison finds an opening, doesn't need much of an opening. She scores again.
Tremendous drag dribble there by Harrison to create the space and get that shot.
Colorado across half court. They break the press, but they cannot get the layup, and it's knocked out of bounds by Colorado. Be West Virginia basketball. Yesterday for West Virginia, Mark Kellogg said his team got better as the game went on. It was a tight game with Arizona State, but an 11-0 run in the fourth quarter over a 5-minute span was the difference. Maybe they come out of the locker room and go on one of those runs to get a little separation here with a spot in the championship game on the line.
I think two things for West Virginia. One, they had a chance to look at the press breaker of Colorado. They can make adjustments on how they want to defend. They also saw some of the tweaks that Colorado did in their half-court offense. Now, flip side of that, Colorado has the same advantage.
J.R. Payne not wasting any time to get Desiree Wooten on the floor here in the third quarter as Mackerlane will head out. McCray picked up the foul. That's her second personal.
Well, I agree with getting Wooten in now. Scoring is so hard to come by right now. A 6-point lead is huge at this point in this game.
Once again, trouble for Colorado to get it across half court just in time for Walker. Wooten says, give me the ball, let's go.
And that's the other thing for Colorado, just pace of their offense in the half court. As that first half went on, it got slower and slower. The ball wasn't necessarily sticking, but it wasn't moving as fast as it is right now.
Did you say something about the ball sticking?
My bad.
I mean, I've seen expert analysis in my day, but when you're calling your shot before the moment, that's pretty impressive.
No words.
You should drop the microphone after that. There's Masagayo, who picked up a couple of fouls in the first half. McCray picked up her third. Remember, Jade, second-team all-conference selection in the Big 12, averaging 11 points, 5 boards a game, and a team-best 24 blocks. But she's been unable to find any rhythm so far because of those 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes.
Well, I think as Colorado prepares for the NCAA tournament, Jade Masagayo has to find her offensive game. Last 4 games, she's just shooting 20% from the field. The good news for Colorado is she has been able to get to the free throw line.
First point for Masagayo, 3-point West Virginia lead. Wheeler, good move inside by Mimi Wheeler. And then a turnover by Colorado trying to get the ball back into play. West Virginia will take over. You genuinely get the feeling watching this West Virginia team the last couple of years. You know how you just assume most players, they love scoring. West Virginia just loves good defensive plays. They celebrate good defensive plays. Not that they won't celebrate good takes to the basket by teammates like Mimi Wheeler, but it just, and I know you've asked that question, you did it today to Mark Kellogg, does your offense fuel your defense or your defense fuel your offense? I just feel like West Virginia just, everything is based on that defense, and it's just is the launching pad for everything they do.
Well, Mark Kellogg, in true Mark Kellogg fashion, as I try to get more and more information out of him about his defense, because he keeps it close to the vest, said, well, and he paused, well, both. And I'm like, so it's more circular than one feeding the other.
What do you think? You've watched plenty of West Virginia tape and seen them in person.
I think defense fuels the offense.
I mean, look what they're doing right here for Wooten, who lost a shoe, so she's got one shoe on, one off. She has to run back for it. I don't know if Walker realizes it, but she is slowing things down.
Wooten's back.
Walker got alone inside for two.
Walker just doesn't stand still in the half-court offense. As soon as she gives it up, she's moving. And there was some ball hawking that time by West Virginia, and Walker made them pay.
Wheeler, Masagayo tries to sell the contact. Rejected inside by Greer. Three-pointer is good. Sydney Shaw makes her first three. See the numbers compared to tonight. Giving up just 20 Colorado points so far. Make it 22 as Greer hits.
And offense is about rhythm and flow. And so once you see the ball going in, we're already seeing much better rhythm by the offense before that turnover for both teams.
Wheeler with the travel, just the second turnover for West Virginia. They average 16 turns a game.
Well, this was a great post-to-post pass by West Virginia, but great block by Colorado. But West Virginia, in true fashion, stays with it. Kick out to Shaw for that three.
All right, they love offense, too, after looking at that shot.
Well, watch the bench, and I think
that's
it'll
what I'm
start
saying.
giving you that.
The bench loves it all. Masagayo was open for the moment. Now back to Walker. 6 to go in the third quarter. Harrison knocks it away.
And Jordan Harrison, as a point guard, which is what Walker is running right now for Colorado, as a team's trying to execute, get everybody else in their spots, that's where Jordan Harrison just messes people up so much because she just gets in there and knocks the ball out.
Like this. Takes it away. Greer getting back. Great job. The feed and the finish by Gia Cook. Timeout, Colorado. Jordan Harrison, the defensive player of the year in the Big 12, showing what she can do.
Jordan Harrison is just always locked in for the Mountaineers. Quick hands, pokes it ahead so she can get out and run in transition. And Gia Cook's right there on the weak side.
Taking the job with West Virginia and Morgantown. Jordan went to West Virginia with Mark Kellogg. She's been a 4-year starter for him throughout her career, and that's going to be a travel coming out of the timeout and a turnover for Colorado.
I mean, Harrison, the catalyst for the defense. She's the catalyst for the offense. Usually your point guard might not necessarily be your best defensive player, but Jordan Harrison is everything for this West Virginia ball club.
And it's going to be turned right back over by West Virginia, stepping out of bounds. So you can see the timeline for Jordan, who was the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. First team selection, it was announced this week. 6 games with 5 steals or more in conference play alone. Coming up short is Duta. Second chance here for Colorado. They try from outside, no. Wheeler the rebound. Cook, tough one. but Gia Cook makes tough shots. Chance for a three-point play. We saw the finish before the break on the feed by Harrison. Now how about this finish by Gia?
You can just see her measuring up, seeing where all the defense is going, and she goes across the court and cuts the angle of all the defenders, so she has a good angle to kiss it off that glass.
Masagayo picks up her third personal. Cook has 7. Harrison leading the way with 13. West Virginia has outscored Colorado 15-5 here in the opening 5 minutes of the third quarter. Good job breaking the press for Colorado, but they'll bring it back out and set something up in the half court.
And so 17 seconds to go, the first entry pass into any kind of offense.
Walker, Duta underneath the basket, couldn't get it the first time or the second time, and it's tapped out of bounds by West Virginia. It'll be Colorado ball when we come back to Kansas City. Double-digit lead for the number 2 seed, West Virginia, in the semifinals. Colorado basketball out of the media timeout. Nothing has come easy for Colorado against the West Virginia defense. Walker can't hit. Harrison's got it. And then look at Harrison hit the gas, take it to the basket, but it won't drop. Good fight inside, and a trip to the free throw line coming from Mimi Wheeler.
I'll say it again, Wheeler doesn't have a lot of points in this game, only 5, but she's been active. We've seen her in transition defense stopping Colorado. She's been good on the glass. She's been good in the low post area defensively to keep the Buffaloes off the low block area.
I think she's been a great fit for this West Virginia team. I mean, you can look at the numbers. She's second on the team in scoring, leading rebounder, 5th in the Big 12. She's second in the Big 12 in field goal percentage. So that would tell you that, oh, this has been a great addition to West Virginia, but it just feels like what they needed for this year to try to take that next step and go deeper in the NCAA tournament. That was a great addition.
Well, when we had Baylor at West Virginia earlier this season, that was my first comment to Mark Kellogg. I like your new pieces. I think they have some versatility to themselves, and I think it just gives them such a presence inside to open up the outside, and they've got the ability to move around, which helps with the defense.
And there is Wheeler with the deflection, shot clock winding down. Another stop for West Virginia on defense, and Harrison with the push again. Last year, West Virginia was knocked out of the NCAA tournament in the second round at North Carolina, falling to the Tar Heels. Looking for a win here and perhaps needing a win in the championship tomorrow if they win this game to be a top 16 team come Selection Sunday and get to host in Morgantown. Rebound for Duta. Championship game tomorrow, 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. TCU to take on the winner of this game.
Tomorrow's one of the best days of the entire basketball season. Championship Sunday. I cannot wait.
ACC, SEC will precede us here in the Big 12. It's going to be a foul called on West Virginia. Harrison, I think, gets called for it. It is on Harrison. It is her second. Colorado, the last team to beat TCU, by the way. And West Virginia had 2 memorable games against TCU. Lost them both. First one, they lost on a Marta Suarez 3 at the buzzer in Morgantown, and then they were in the game except for a 5-minute stretch in Fort Worth where TCU hit the gas, and that was the separation TCU needed for a 7-point win.
Yeah, I don't know how this game's gonna be, how it's gonna wind up in terms of who's gonna win, but I do know the defensive pressure that both these teams create had an effect on TCU during the regular season.
McCray goes to the bench with their 4th personal foul. Walker at the line. You just look at the numbers for Colorado, what they're trying to do offensively today. 9 of 34 from the field, which includes 0 for 8 from beyond the three-point line. McErlane goes down, numbers back the other way for West Virginia as she gets back into the play. Good closeout by Walker on Shaw. Riviere over the top. Won't drop. Wheeler fighting McErlane for the rebound. Last touch by Colorado.
Riviere had left her feet in anticipation of that ball going down.
Of her getting an assist.
Well, she's a team player.
Three-pointer is off the mark, and a rebound for Jade Crook.
Good defense once again by Colorado, but they turn it over.
Shaw jumps in to get the steal. 1 on 2, scoops it up, can't get it, and then Crook couldn't hold on to it. West Virginia basketball. 11 turnovers now for Colorado, 3 for West Virginia. West Virginia scored 17 points in the first half. They have scored 17 here in the third quarter.
And Riviere not looking to score, so Colorado's just sitting quick down in the paint.
Wheeler just wouldn't drop for her. Everything but the bucket a couple times for Mimi Wheeler. Colorado dodges one that trip. Still a 10-point lead for West Virginia inside of 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Masagayo trying to get going. Harrison comes over to greet her, but Masagayo on the turnaround gets her first field goal.
You hope that gets Jade Masagayo going. Colorado needs her in this as we approach the fourth quarter if they're going to get the win.
Wheeler backing in Crook, spinning, ducking inside, traveling.
I like the idea by Wheeler. She knew she had a strength advantage and was just trying to take her player one-on-one, but just drug that pivot foot.
Wheeler looks pretty tired. She's been working, but she's staying on the floor right now for this West Virginia team. McErlane. Walker. Masagayo. Masagayo trying to get going. 5 points all this quarter for Jade Masagayo. Colorado chips away at the lead a little bit more. Harrison's defender went down. That is in and out. Wheeler offensive rebound. Three-pointer won't drop. Wheeler continues to fight inside, but she couldn't hold on to it. Showing a little frustration. She walks her way back up the court.
We said Jade Masagayo had to get going for Colorado. A little reverse spin move for her first bucket and followed it up with the next possession with another two. 2 of 3 in this game.
In the backcourt again, thrown up. Grabbed by Betson. Wooten with it, defended by Shaw. 20 to go in the quarter. Shot clock down to 12. And a foul's going to be called on Sydney Shaw on the reach. And it'll be a couple of free throws. Shaw picks up her third. Remember, she picked up 2 quick ones in the first quarter.
Well, I said this in the first half. When points have been so hard to come by, you don't want to put your opponent on the free throw line.
Zai Walker will shoot a couple. Colorado was in a defensive battle in their first game. There was a round 2 matchup with Kansas. 55-48 was the final. Similar vibe here with West Virginia taking on Colorado. So they figured out a way to win that game. Can they do that against the number 2 seed, West Virginia, which went 14-4 in the Big 12. It's an 8-0 run right now for the Buffs. That's the biggest run for either team today. West Virginia's largest lead was 12, and Wheeler can't get it up in time. And Colorado ending the quarter.
Well, I think West Virginia got on their heels when McCray, can they start figuring out how to move the ball again? Because McCray a lot of time.
First possession of the fourth quarter belongs to Colorado. Masigayo throws it to Walker, gets inside to make it a two-point game. 14 points now for Zy Walker to lead all scores. Wheeler backing in Betson, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Zy Walker gives up the ball. She was getting counted out, and then she just cuts, and you see Jordan Harrison gets caught looking at the ball. Good find of Walker on that cut.
Free throw is good for Wheeler. Has to settle for one or two. The rebound to Walker.
West Virginia, even on a miss, will pick up in full court pressure.
Bets it over to Wooten. Wooten has not scored in the second half. 5 points for the game.
Well, look who's been guarding her.
Harrison now on Walker. Masigayo again. Masigayo had a good quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Walker's going to have to launch to beat the clock. Too strong, and Harrison skies for the rebound. That's her 5th, by the way. And Riviere's going to get called for the foul.
She knew it immediately, put her hands to her face. The only good news for West Virginia is dead ball. Now they can set up the press. "17 seconds, still in no kind of offense. 15 seconds.
Cook now on the switch. Masigayo looking for Betson on the cuts. Riviere there defensively and knocked it off the head of Betson. West Virginia ball. Harrison thought about the three, wasn't in rhythm. Shaw shut off on the drive. Now looking for a shot in the lane, can't get it. Masigayo pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, I think West Virginia could have gotten a better shot than that one.
That's in the handoff to Walker. Walker gets called for the offensive foul. Gia Cook got in position to take the contact.
We've seen this a couple of times, just give and go, little entry pass to the high post, leaving the paint open, and you see that slight drop of the shoulder there by Walker.
Cook, Wheeler, frustrated by a few baskets going inside and out and not dropping. Shaw, shot clock at 4. Riviere trying to create something. Good defense by Colorado. Tough shot, and here come the Buffs. Wooten takes it at Riviere, and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 to try to make it a 1-point game.
That was a great drive by Wooten, but I think Masigayo or Greer got away with an illegal screen. She was kind of holding Riviere back from being able to rotate to the ball.
Riviere will check out, and checking in is McCray. Remember, she's got 4 personal fouls.
The offense just runs so much better when McCray's on the court for West Virginia.
So here's Wooten. West Virginia has done a good job against the leading scorer for this Colorado team. That's her first point of the second half, 6 for the game.
And Colorado is at their best when both Wooten and Walker are getting giving double-digit performances.
McCray for Cook. Inside of 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Cook, tough shot, gets it to go. 9 points for Gia Cook. Here's the West Virginia pressure. Mackerlane, Harrison all over her. Masigayo, back for Walker. Greer, open look, Wooten for 3. Finally, Colorado makes it 3. They were 0 for 9. Wooten drops it in. Closing in on 6 minutes to go in the fourth, 1-point game. McCray looking on the back cut, but Wooten was there with the defense. And now Colorado, once down by 12 in the second half, can take the lead. Wooten was tripped. That'll be the third team foul on West Virginia.
McCray comes in, and so West Virginia goes to the 2-3 matchup. And now it's just passing the ball around because it's forcing the rotation. You saw Wheeler have to come up and guard the wing. That leaves no one to defend the corner, and Wooten makes them pay.
Foul was on Cook, her second. Colorado has come back to take the lead. Last time they led was when it was 16-15 midway through the second quarter, and all the momentum with the Buffs right now.
Out of bounds play for the Buffs, and it's just Zy Walker creating offense for the Buffs.
West Virginia right now, Colorado's in the lead.
Well, Colorado has made 5 of their last 7 field goals, and they've been good looks because they've moved the ball, whether it's been against player-to-player, against the 2-3 matchup, the extra pass, and then sometimes you just need your star to get a bucket for you, and that's what Zy Walker can do.
West Virginia led 34-22, 16-3. The edge here for Colorado to go on top by 1. 5:31 to go in the fourth. The winner to take on TCU tomorrow. Wheeler.
That was a guard to post on ball screen set by Harrison to get her to that right side to get to the block and finish.
Wheeler finally rewarded after seeing some rattle out. Drops it in. She's got 10. Harrison leading away with 13. West Virginia back in front. 5 to go in the fourth.
Back to the matchup zone by West Virginia.
Wooten inside the line. Can't get the roll, and the rebound for Sydney Shaw. Harrison on the drive, won't drop. Into the hands of Colorado's Mackerlane. Wooten gives it up. Masigayo gets inside. McCray playing with 4 fouls, had to let her go.
Harrison missed. McCray down low.
We joked around a little bit at halftime. First team to 40 wins. If that's the case, Colorado is the first to 40 in this low-scoring game. Good fake by Wheeler. She gets another one to drop. 12 points for Wheeler, 10 in the second half, Christy.
Sorry, I can't say this enough. McCrae's impact being on the floor, whether she scores or not. Right now, West Virginia is plus 12 when she's on the floor. When she was on the bench with those fouls, -9.
Greer for Wooten. Shot clock at 6. Wooten launches, can't get the 3. Good box out by Wheeler. The tap out to Harrison, and that's going to be a foul called on Zy Walker. Harrison, hard contact.
Calling out a foul on number 1, Zion Walker, her second personal, third team foul.
Comes out smiling a little bit. Although
Jordan
it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, just one tough young woman. Took a big hit on that shoulder.
Wheeler needs somebody. Harrison, McElwain trying to stick with Harrison, hard to do. Clock can come under 3 here for West Virginia, up by 1. Cook through traffic, off the window for 2. 11 for Cook, 9 in the second half, inside of 3 to play. 3-point West Virginia lead. Dialing up the defense a little more. Wooten had it knocked out of her hands, but to Masagayo. Greer says, why not? The freshman knocks it down for 2.
J.R. Payne was raving about Greer's versatility. We just saw it there. She said she's actually better at facing up.
Walker getting the deflection, ball into the backcourt, scramble for it, jump ball, possession arrow for West Virginia. Officials having a little conversation here. It will be West Virginia basketball.
I think Mark Kellogg was trying to get a timeout while Shaw was on the ground, but the official saying she didn't have possession when he was calling it.
Six to shoot. Harrison drops it off McCrae, who has to put it up. Won't drop. Wheeler fighting for the rebound. Pulled away by Masagayo, and a foul is called on Jade Masagayo. Was that the call, or did it get knocked out of bounds? Out of bounds is the call. So no foul, out of bounds. West Virginia basketball inside of 2 minutes to play.
Wheeler wants the ball. She's so active right now.
West Virginia knows she wants the ball, so 2 tall players are all around her right now. Shaw for 3. Too strong. Rebound for Cook, flying in. And a tie-up. Possession arrow gives it to Colorado.
Both these teams have played so hard, and as expected, on both ends of the floor. 2 defensive-minded teams, so I'm seeing a lot of players right now breathing a little hard.
Well, we thought this would come down to the final possession of the game. Right now, Colorado with it, down by 1. Inside of 90 seconds to go in the 4th. Wooten's got it back. Harrison on the switch. Wooten far from the basket with 5 on the shot clock. Wooten gets a good look for 3. She got it! One minute to go in the 4th. Colorado by 2. Harrison looks for a 3. Rebound, West Virginia. Shot clock resets to 20. Back for Wheeler. Wheeler again looking. Kicked outside. Cook gets the feet set just in time to hit a three. West Virginia back in front.
These two teams are a combined 5 of 25, but 2 of 2 in the last 30 seconds. It started with Wooten with a huge three to give the Buffs the lead. And then on the second chance opportunity, off the rebound, it is Gia Cook spotting up to give West Virginia the lead.
Timeout called by Colorado. They'll advance into the front court with 31.4 to go. West Virginia in front by 1. It was 17-17 at halftime, and it turns into a bit of a shootout here down the stretch with a spot in the championship game on the line.
And the biggest thing I'm looking at is the fouls to give. West Virginia does have a foul to give here. So what does that mean? Definitely don't want to foul in the active shooting, but you know Colorado's coming out with a set here. How can you disrupt it? If you can't, if there's someone dribbling to the basket, commit the foul and get your defense set again.
Gia Cook with the big three, Christy. 14 points, 12 of the 14 in the second half.
And if you're Colorado, step to every pass right now. Make sure West Virginia can't shoot a gap on you defensively.
Walker's got it to Masagayo. Masagayo on the turnaround. Won't drop. Battle for the rebound. Won by Wheeler. Foul Colorado with 17.1 to go. That will be the 4th team foul on Colorado. So no free throws here. That's 4 team fouls. That'll be inbounded into the backcourt unless West Virginia takes a timeout to advance to the front court. Everybody's walking up, but Colorado's not over the limit yet. And now the timeout called by West Virginia, so they'll bring it into the front court with 17.1 to go in a 1-point lead.
Listen, you're going against a really good defensive team. I wouldn't mess with it in the backcourt. I agree with this decision by Mark Kellogg. Advance the ball. And as we've seen throughout this tournament, make sure first and foremost you're able to get the ball inbounded cleanly. I would spread the players out, and then I would let Jordan Harrison use her speed and cut towards the inbounder.
This has been a hard-fought game from the opening tip. We knew it would be 2 defensive-minded teams. I know you've really appreciated the effort, the hard work, and just the guts of Mimi Wheeler in this game, because she doesn't want to be denied. She's got a double-double in this game for West Virginia, 12 and 10.
Well, we started off the broadcast. This would be a possessions game. Mimi Wheeler, 5 offensive rebounds, 10 total in this game. West Virginia has needed every one of those second chance opportunities.
Riley Makaluski will inbound, a good free throw shooter into the game for West Virginia at 81%. West Virginia still with 2 timeouts remaining if there's trouble getting it in, but they get it to Harrison, and the foul is given by Duta. So now free throws for West Virginia the rest of the way. Christy mentioned it before, 3 team fouls on West Virginia, so still 1 foul for West Virginia to give. And that could come in handy with the clock winding down as Colorado's trying to get into something. West Virginia give that foul, but we'll see what happens after the Harrison free throws.
I think first and foremost for Colorado here, make sure you're boxing out on the second free throw, because you cannot afford to give up a rebound to West Virginia in this situation. Secondly, if it's a miss for Colorado, secure this rebound, call timeout, and advance the ball, because I'll say this again, don't mess with the defense in the backcourt.
Harrison, excellent free throw shooter, 82%. Makes them both. The senior clutch to make it a 3-point game. Colorado will use the timeout. They'll advance it to the front court. 16 on the game clock. And a 3 to tie. So many things for you to think about in this chess match here, Christy Thomas-Scuddy.
Well,
you're West Virginia. What do you do with those fouls? You're facing a team that's up 3. There's a lot of things to be talked about in these 2 huddles.
For the season, Colorado only has 2 players shooting above 30% from the 3. Because of that, I would go for a quick 2 here, because you still have 1 more timeout, does Colorado. Get the quick 2. force a decision by West Virginia, whether they decide to bring it up the floor or call their timeout and extend this game.
So you think 16 seconds, that's plenty of time to go for the 2 here because you have that 1 timeout in your pocket.
Agreed, yes. J.R. Payne's won a lot more games than me, so, and she knows her team better, so I'll defer to her, but that is what I would do in this situation.
Foul's going to be called on the grab, so that will be the 4th team foul on West Virginia. Next one puts the Mountaineers over the limit and sends Colorado to the free throw line. No one touched the basketball, so no time off the clock, and they will inbound it on the baseline.
So that changes your play call for Colorado, because that last one, they were going to hand the ball back to Wooten after she inbounded that pass.
Walker gets it back to Greer. Looks like they might be looking for a 3 here, Christy. They're looking for Wooten. Wooten beyond the line, so they're looking for the tie with 5 to go. Wooten has it blocked by Wheeler, but she's called for the foul. Wheeler turning to head coach Mark Kellogg saying, can we appeal this? But that's not an appealable play. You cannot go to the monitor here. This is going to be 3 free throws with the game on the line, 2.9 to go.
Well, I appreciated Mark Kellogg's response in that moment. He immediately looked at Wheeler and said, you're okay. I thought it was all ball.
So Wooten goes to the line to shoot 3, 73% free throw shooter. Plan is simple here. Make this one, then miss the next one. That's Colorado's only chance.
Well, nothing's coming in from the bench right now. Now they are.
Here's Wooten with 2.9. Looks over to the bench.
They're telling her to miss it.
Throws it up. Makes it. So West Virginia will take a timeout with 2.9 to go. Caught the iron and dropped in.
So it's not over yet for Colorado, but I would go and try to get a 5-second count here. Deny everybody the ball, which is really hard with Jordan Harrison on the court for West Virginia. But if you don't get the 5-second count, you must foul immediately. And then you got to hope there's a miss. You call your last timeout to advance the ball.
Because they still have that timeout, this game is not over. It's a 1-point game, but it has to happen quickly here, even with that 1 timeout.
And even if West Virginia makes both free throws, it's still a 1-possession game.
Remember, the clock has to read at least 0.4 seconds to catch and shoot. Under 0.4, it's a tip. Just keep that in mind as we play the final 2.9 here in a 1-point game. Starts with West Virginia getting the ball in play. They've got 1 timeout remaining, and Wooten gets called for the foul before the ball's put into play. Well, that's one quick way to have the foul called and no time go off the clock.
Wooten was saying it was a flop, but that might be the best thing that could happen for Colorado.
So McCray is back on for West Virginia, and Gia Cook, who is the team leader in free throws made and attempted, she hits at 77%.
Now, if you're Colorado, you must box out.
Too strong. Rebound Colorado. They take the quick timeout. 2.2 to go. And they'll advance it to the front court. Plenty of time to develop something to win the game here for the Buffs.
And I mentioned during the previous timeout how percentage-wise has not been Colorado's strength this season. 1-point game right now. This allows Colorado to get something going to the rim. They can win this with a 2.
Officials are going to go to the monitor, I think, just to confirm, because every 10th of a second counts in a moment like this. But I can see Brian Hall over there reviewing the play with Melissa Barlow just to make sure the clock stopped at the proper time. Right now reading 2.2. Colorado ball. West Virginia with the 1-point lead.
I haven't seen West Virginia sub anyone in, but I would have liked to see some length on the inbound defender as Colorado gets ready to inbound the ball.
I would say by that look, they might add a little. Also, to take a smidge of time for the clock to start. That's what they have to sort through here.
No adjustment yet.
Yeah, no adjustment of the clock. No announcement from Brian Hall. So they're keeping 2.2 on the clock. It'll be Colorado basketball. And they'll inbound by their bench.
Colorado out of timeout, so they must get this ball inbounded cleanly.
Freshman Greer to inbound it.
Shaw's just looking to try to take away anybody cutting to the ball.
Greer gives it to Masagayo. Masagayo stolen by Harrison. That's the ball game. West Virginia will play for a championship. Player of the year in the Big 12 comes up with the steal on the game's final play.